We are the Galactic Federation of Love and Light. Welcome.
Welcome back. Uh, Today we have a question from one of our viewers about money. So a follow up on the money video that we did before. And it's a really great question because it's very practical. So people would like to know how to sell stuff. So Stephanie and I, we have a shop as well. We sell to other people, and you've given some advice about how we can put out to the universe energetically that we have things for sale. So I thought it would be great if you could explain that for people who would like to earn money from selling things, whether it's a shop or even just selling their own items from their house.
Yes. We understand that your kind understand the exchanging as the name you're using as selling.
Yes.
Because you're receiving money while you're giving something. But in reality, what is happening is just this exchange of energy, which in reality, well, let's say it better. What you are receiving or giving is an exchange of energy, which in reality is the same energy, but for the purpose of living in such reality, you see it as a separation rather as a unison. Whatever the item whatever item it is that you wish to sell, you wish to, of course, get money from it. And you see a clear separation between money and the item, and that you need the product to get the money. That the product will give you the money, which is essence, it is not. What is giving you the money, it is the energy that you're emitting and the energy that you are allowing to connect with you. So it is important to understand how can you see the process of selling. And by saying so, we mean that if you feel that you rely on the product to get the money, then it is easier to feel stress when the product is when you haven't sold the product. Which therefore is putting emphasis that the product, that whatever you are selling, is separated from you. It's just an object. It's something that you are using for this interchange of consciousness. Well, in this case, your people understand as money and product, right? So, if you understand that in reality, the giving or receiving of money, you are the one doing it and not the actual product, and not the product, what you wish to sell is not separated from you, but it is you. Therefore, as you connect that, the anxiety, the stress feeling, or any other feeling that is not related with ease and peace can disappear and dissolve, which therefore allows you to align to those layers or to those potentials of realities where your cash flow increases and the product that you give in also sell more. So we'll say, therefore, see the product that you sell, regardless whether it is something that you get from someone else or it is you making it. See it as a part of you, which means, well, let's say it differently. See it as an expression of that you are. So if you are able to see the item that you're offering or the service that you're offering as an expression of yourself, therefore, you are emitting this love, this certainty, this ease and peace, and you are giving energetically this to others and to your own self and to your own earth. And you are therefore as well, by doing that, telling your own self that you are in charge of your experiences. She wants to know whether the language is clear enough.
Yes, it is.
And if we are too soft.
No, you're speaking up nicely. Thank you.
So, if you are able to see whatever the product is as a consciousness that is aware, that is alive, and that is an expression of yourself, therefore wouldn't what you're receiving from that item that you're selling be an expression of yourself too? Well, indeed it is. Because if you know that what you're giving is from love and it's from the essence of who you are, would it make sense that you also will receive the same thing? Because you are emitting the same a certain frequency, which therefore you are going to receive what you are emitting, that it will match to the frequency that you are at. So if you are giving something from the connection within your own self and really wishing or just stating and knowing that what you're giving is an expression of that you are, and you are really focusing on the person receiving the product to enjoy it, and you feel happy that the other person is going to enjoy it, and it's just going to feel the connection with that or feel happy with that, and so and so. Therefore, you are going to receive the exchange, that the equivalent, let's say, in frequency, which means that whatever the amount that you wish to get from that item, it could be received from you according to how much you allow. If you are emitting a certain frequency, it feels the ease, you see. It could be even more, or also you will feel at peace to sell it at a certain price. Or whatever it is, you see, because you're not focusing upon, I need to sell this in order to get money, or this is not happening, but rather you're saying, I know that this creation of mine, it is great for the energy, for someone else, right? For another person. And you just know it, and you are giving that love, and you are therefore emitting that to match your product to that person. You don't need to think of who, but rather know that it is sold. Know that your product is ready for another individual, another person, to receive that form of love that has been expressed from you, and that you are so certain, and you just know that that same love will come, or is coming to you in the form that you wish it to be, and that could be money. So by seeing the connection with everything and seeing less separated just as an object or just as this, or even not feeling the value of what you are giving or the service that you're giving, you are in a way increasing the emotions that are more related to self-doubt, to lack in a way, to lack of trust, lack of self-worth, self-worth, yes, because you're not believing in your product, but rather you're seeing that you need what the product gives you, which is money. And the trusting, the knowing that whatever you are going to sell, it is just going to match, or it matches with the perfect time. And therefore, that you wish to get in the form of money, you are going to receive it at the time that you wish. But do not emphasize on the time, but rather just feel it that it is done and move on with your day. By enjoying your day, by being present, and so. So we'll say, as you know, everything is made up of this infinite energy, consciousness. So if you understand that your product and money, it is that, see from which frequency you are giving that. Because from that frequency, you are most likely to receive as well. Or you will receive, since that's what you're meeting. And that could be certain amounts, or nothing at all, or lots. But when there is doubt there, then it also changes the situation. And that allows you to become more focused on what it is. That means, for example, as I am not selling my products. This is the time of the year where it's quiet. I know it will get better, but I'm just not sure whether it will be soon enough. I need it. I need to sell this because I need the money. What you're meeting there is lack, that it is not happening. And as your mind gives you their focus on that reality, it creates more worries. So that even if the money comes to you, it will come with worries, which means that you might find a way to get that money, maybe loaning from someone, yes? And then that it will increase more pressure and more stress in yourself. You're going to feel stress or anxious or whatever it is, because you know that you haven't fixed it, you haven't experienced that you wish, but somehow this just worked out. But you know what's next, that you will need to pay it. And then you are already looking in advance how you're going to pay that. Because what you have created there, it has been from your own actions, not from the connection that you have allowed from your own self, connected to your true being, which means connected to the universe, which therefore emphasizes lack of trust and belief, because it is common part of the human consciousness to feel that they need to be in control, that they feel that if they do not plan ahead, they are wasting time, or that they need to be ready for different possibilities. Or as the time goes by, it's getting closer and closer and closer, and they do not see a way how they can achieve, how they can have the desired amount that they need and want. So some beings can manifest the money in many ways, even just before they need it or even after it. They can find a way through their human analytical mind. But then, since it has been created from worry, that will come with more worries. Because that's what you are emitting. So we'll say, what do you really want? Is it really that you wish to sell your product? Or is the money that you're looking for, and you are thinking therefore that I need to sell this to get this because that's the only way? What is it really that you want? What is it really that you are saying to yourself, or that you are lying to yourself? Well, let's use the word hiding. If you say, I trust my product and I really love my product and I know this is amazing. I put my heart into it, as your people says, my soul and heart, right? I know this is great. I know that someone will be happy with this, and I am happy when that happens. I just know it. And you see your creation, and once you have it, and you see people enjoying it, or you know that it's been useful for people, that people are using it, or whatever it is, you're content and you feel that connection because you can see that that is an expression of yourself, like a painting. A painting that you have done is an expression of yourself. So let's say,
yes,
it's an amazing form of creation. Your life is an artwork. Your life, you are painting. You are your own artist. What are you painting? Do you like what you're painting? Do you feel free of changing the colors in your painting if you want to? You can drink some water.
Thank you.
So you see whatever you sell, even if there are products that you don't make. But whatever it is, give it as an expression of yourself. This is what I am creating. And I feel good to do this. And I know that is useful, yes?
Yes.
For beings, for other people, and it is what they need. Or I have painted this amazing thing and I know it's just perfect for someone. Because it can be inspiring. Because they will just identify with it. They will love to have it somewhere and so and so. And I know and I trust that myself, my own self as a creator, in connection and as one with the universe, it is my painting aligned to someone already. And I will allow for them both to match and meet each other by knowing that this is done. And whatever I'm receiving in money as I want, it is a form of love that is coming to me because I'm giving my paintings in a form, but that is a form of love. Now, do you really want a painting, or do you to sell the painting, to give? Well, let's say to do you really want? Do you want to give the opportunity to allow your painting to connect to that being, to that person that you know is going to feel happy, love, and appreciate your painting? Or what you're focusing upon is about the money side? If that's the case, therefore, if that's the case, feel still that your painting is a form of love, and same that it is money. And if money is a form of love, it's consciousness, and it is there, it is aware, and it is infinite. But people see it separate from themselves and see limitations, and that's what you experience. So if you want the money, do not, well, we can't say do not because it is your choice, but rather we will recommend to be open for it to come by not creating just one single event or one single way. I need to sell this, I need to sell my painting in order to get money for this that I want. Because that therefore is emphasizing that you are more attached to your 3D reality, that you not perhaps believe in yourself as you think you do. And you are therefore creating with worries. So we'll say, create the money by allowing it to you, by not seeing it separate from you. Because money itself doesn't have limits. It just expands if you allow it. It is just there. So, what we'll say therefore is, realize first, what are your patterns? What are your programs? How do you really feel about money? And how do you really feel about your products? Whatever that you're giving. We are not saying that you should not receive money from your products, from your what you're selling, because, well, doing that is an expression of love too. You are creating, and you are creating as well what you're giving and what you're receiving. But rather we're saying, how do you see these things? What are your thoughts really about it? So, identify what programs, what patterns you might have in relation to money. Do you really feel that you are a creator and that money is aware, is consciousness, it is same as you, it is energy, that it is love, and that is another form of love that is having an experience there to be at service for you. Same as you are an expression of love, same as you are love, having an experience in a form. And that you create your reality from the no form to the form. And money happens in the same way. It is energy. And it translates from the no form to the form according to what each individual is emitting. It's allowing to receive. So, if you are someone who has products, who have a business, who is giving services to others, identify why you're doing it first. Recognize who you are in essence and what that product, business, whatever it is, means to you. Is it just something that you're doing in order to get something, which is money, which is fine if it's that, but from which frequency you are doing that? Is it from love? So what we're saying then is realize that. Sorry.
Okay.
You felt a bit itchy.
It's okay.
So, if you know that you are love and that your energy and you're in this frequency of love, right? And that you create through your imagination to feel in the certainty that anything you want is possible. And all of that you are up here, but then you see money up here or distance from you. Therefore, that's when it's not matching, you see. Therefore, you get the money in whatever way that you emit, that is in relation to it, which means you might have certain beliefs, certain programs, certain ideas about money. So therefore, we'll say, bring this one up too. To be in the same vibrational frequency that where you are. If you are, of course, from that one, from love, well, bring the concept, your ideas about money to match the ideas, the knowing that you have about yourself, so they can both be in the same frequency, and you can have interactions, and you can become one, you see. So by doing that, therefore, means that you see money as not separated from you, but as a consciousness that is part of this everything that you are, that it is in this form energetically that translates into the money experience. So if you are both from the same frequency, would it make sense therefore that you align to it? And you do that by believing that, by taking time out of the equation in most times, because times makes you worry, makes you focus on your 3D reality. Trusting overcome time, because trusting, knowing, doesn't know time, because time is part of your experience. It is not part of everything that is. But knowing that you are love and light, knowing that you are a creator, knowing that you are energy, knowing that everything is energy, knowing that you are here for different experiences, for expressing your own self in so many ways through forms. By feeling the expansion of your own self, by creating events, by creating situations, by creating desires, by experiencing those desires in a physical form, by knowing all of that, that is stronger than any worry, than any idea of time, because that doesn't belong with time. All of those ideas comes out of your 3D reality. But you can use all of that to influence and to change your 3D reality, because you understand what everything is in essence. Your senses, your human body, it is love. And it is there to allow you to have the physical experiences, but not in essence to interfere with your creations, or for you to just create based on what you are perceiving. Of course, it allows that too, if you would like to. But if you become aware that you can change your reality according to how you want, you're passing, let's say, you're crossing the line of things that are only aligned to your 3D reality. We know that listening to it, as your people say, might sound simple than doing it. We understand that. So, practically, we'll say, look at what tools you have to feel that connection within your own self. To know that you are a creator. Which human tools do you have? You have the thoughts. You are magnificent thinkers. Use your thoughts to create. What else do you have? you call imagination, which is in reality a tool for creation. So use that. What else you have? Emotions, right?
Mm.
So use your emotions. Pick your emotions. Teach yourself to choose your emotion. Wake up every morning and same as you choose what clothes to wear, now you say, I'm picking this emotion. I am choosing this. What human tools do you have? You can think and see. You have language. You have words. So pick your words. Pick your language that resonates, that will allow you to believe more in this creator that you are. I can't do this. It's too hard. Does it feel connected to yourself? No. So pick your words before you say it. Oh, I can see that from a human perspective. You see, that might seem a little bit complex, but guess what? It is fun because I know that I can do it. Isn't it wonderful that I'm actually able to do this? Let's do it. With not too much thought. You just go for it, let's say. What else you have there? You have your you can manipulate the way how you speak. Use that too. Yeah, I believe I am a creator. Yeah, I am a creator. I create everything I want. I am a creator. I create everything I want. Isn't it wonderful to be here? I feel peace. I feel ease. Good morning, self. Good morning, Earth. Oh God, another bloody day. We just gathered that from her. As an example.
Yeah.
She doesn't talk like that though. She got it from a movie.
Sad story.
Anyway, so you see, it's an idea. What are the human tools you have there? Your expressions, right? Make them go, make them all be aligned to that you know who that you are. Make them all make you feel that you are that, because you do all of that by you choosing, by telling yourself that you're in charge. Not just by telling, but by doing it. I'm picking my emotion. I can see the thoughts that are coming. Oh, I change them. I can't do this, you hear in your mind. Oh, that was an interesting thought, because in reality I can do it. I'm picking that. You see? So therefore, awareness is needed. And you do that every day, and you do that every day. I'm creating a magnificent day, regardless of what I align to. Because you will know what you align to based on all those tools as well. What you're thinking, what you're meeting, how do you feel, how are you talking to yourself, how are you talking to others, how are you expressing, what are the words that you use and how you're saying it, what you are meeting, what are you showing. You see? Because as you do all of that, you start creating an idea of who you are. And then as you do it more and more and more, then suddenly talking all good and feeling happy might not feel normal. You see? So we'll say therefore, see which tools you have and start using them. Start using those tools to express that true light that you are. And by doing that, you emit that frequency. And your energy centers aligned. And all these things start changing. And when something happens in your life that you don't know why, because you're feeling happy, it is a perfect time to keep focusing on that light that you are. Because those moments might come, and they are there to, let's say, they are there for you to pass them, to go through them. So therefore, you don't align again and again and again and again to situations that you don't want, to lack of money, to lack of self-worth, to situations that are unexpected, that you don't want, to keep focusing on the things that you don't desire rather than the ones that you desire. So therefore, regardless of what you align to, become aware of your tool and use them. Use your thoughts, use your imagination, use your feelings. Use anything. Writing. Talking to yourself. Talking in the mirror. Talking out loud. Those are the tools. Use them all because you came for those tools. And for other things too. But they are there. Use them according to how you want. That would be the first thing. And then, anything you do, your products, money, health, family, your world, everything, see it as well as love. And understand that they are consciousness, that they are energy, and they are there to be at service to, and they're having an experience same as you have. You are all having an experience. So if you are going to use your human tools to express who you are, does it make sense to getting aligned with those all energies and consciousness and whatever to express who you are too? So therefore, you start picking, you start choosing, you start creating new ideas about money. You start creating new ideas about your products, about your business. Something that it really resonates with you. And make it fun. Feel the fun. Know that you need aid just to get B. But rather, you have A because you want to have A. And you have B because you create B as well. And you might get B through A as a result that you have created them both. You see? And C could come along and get you to B too. So we'll say, observe what are your ideas, what you are really thinking and deciding to do, how you're looking at yourself and at your products, and how you're looking at money. And look at this self-trust. Because in theory, all of this might sound beautiful, you might say. But it is beautiful when you convert that theory into a reality. And that theory that you are listening, guess what we are using? A human tool. And guess what it is happening? This energy that we are, that is love, it's just being translated into the words that have been or that are into this human being. We are using one of her human tools, as she calls it too. Right? But guess what is happening too? We are delivering energy. Well, not delivering, let's say, but giving our own self in that way, which is emitting, you see. So therefore, what is your product emitting? What are you emitting? What do you think money is emitting? And if you see it as coming from the same place, therefore they come to your existence. So use your tools to create the money you want, to create the product you want, to improve your business, to whatever it is. We'll recommend to this isn't stop, but we want to say it differently. We'll recommend to decrease the concept of separation. That you one thing, that tree is another thing, that money is another thing. You see that something is hard, something is easy. The car is different from, you, let's say. It has a different form, yes, and a different level of awareness, yes, because you are here with the intention to create with awareness and also experiencing your own self through your creations, which means through your life, through your decisions, through how you treat yourself in the physical body and others as well. So, we recommend to decrease the separation with everything. Therefore, the concepts that you have about money, about how hard or easy it is and all of that, will feel easy, let's say. It will feel more familiar. It will make sense to you, you see. And therefore, it quickly can change. Oh, but it doesn't happen, and you start looking at time and it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. Well, then you know that there is a program there, right? So that's what we say. Become aware of your tools, human tools, and use them. Use them, use them, use them, use them. And by doing that, it becomes you. You become them. You allow your light to be expressed, and you become, and you trust yourself more, and you express more, and you be more, because now you have trained your own self to change those programs of feeling lack, of things, everything hard, of wondering or worry whether things might come in time or not, and things like that. So we'll say, recognize what patterns you have by seeing how you're using your human tools. Because those, when you are using those tools, you are emitting energy. And how you feeling. Be honest with yourself. And go within and appreciate what you have experienced and what you are experiencing. Look around. Look at different forms and shapes that are around you. without separation. It is you. It's, for example, us, just giving this example, well, this idea, as a lady going to a hairdresser. They have a long hair. And then they decided to cut it short and change the color. They're still there, isn't it? I mean, it is still the same person, let's say. When friends look at them, they might say, you look different. But they haven't changed their identity, right? In most cases. They are them. They are the person you met. And then they let it grow again. And they can cut it again. You see. But it's still the same essence. It is who they are. It is how you know them. It's just the external side. So therefore, everything is in the same. As an example, you just see different shapes, different forms. You see money one way, separated from you. You see. You're just looking at the changes in haircut, but not realizing that is you in another form, in another way. And by you becoming aware of that and using your human tools to express that and to teach yourself that, you align, therefore, to your own creations that you wish to experience. Questions?
No, it had an idea of what you were going to talk about, and you said all of that plus a lot more, which was wonderful. I've learned a lot.
And would say, since you have time, and since you have learned the repetition, therefore, use that tool. Use it until it becomes easy and familiar. With easy, we means it connects to the knowing and the infinite love of who you are. You just be it. That's what we mean with knowing means by be it. Be the love. Talk to yourself with love. Create. Allow yourself to create, which means use any of your tools. Could be imagination. And see what even are your thoughts about imagination. Can you see imagination as a tool for creation, which means it is what you are seeing in your imagination is actually created because it is a creation you make it, or you see the concept of imagination now as something that doesn't exist. You see, like just a dream, just something there. How do you see? What do you know? How do you see the concept of each of your tools? Our language. It's just language. It's just how we talk. But it carries a frequency. It's beautiful. It allows you to express that you are in your form. So therefore, can you see all of that? What are your concepts of that? What do you think of time? Is there too much emphasis on time? Are you seeing that time is working against you? It is not. Unless you have that idea, of course. And what about repetition? Repetition allows you to whatever you do to feel natural. To feel a flow, you see. So use that too. Use that when you're using your other tools, if that resonates with you. But everything you do it because you know and you trust who you are. With trust, we mean we understand that you might not feel that. if you adopt in yourself, but you understand the information in the knowing. And you understand the knowing, which means you understand who you are as a creator. And allow it with not too much thought. Just start using with not too much judgment, we mean, rather than thought, because thoughts is another tool. So with not too much judgment, with no judgment, just pick. Learn, teach yourself to choose, really choose, because you're free. You have free will. So you can choose what to do with each tool. You can choose what to do with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your imagination, with your daily activities, with how you handle different situations. Everything, you see, to teach yourself to decide, no, this thought came along. Do I like it or not? No. It's okay, thought. Well, thanks for the idea, but this is my idea now. It could be the opposite, you see. And do it, and do it, and do it. Because when you want something, you want to focus on. You want to put your attention in the layer that you want is done. Because if you are focusing only on the asking and asking and asking, you see, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I really need this, but I really need this, and all of that, you see, and having that sort of, let's say, thoughts and behaviors about it with worries and stuff, do you think there is an allowance for the answer when you are just asking? Is there an allowance for more? There needs to be an allowance. Otherwise, you're just getting the same. Because you're admitting that. And guess what? You might not see it because you are used to it. And that used to it have become part of you because you have repeated. You have done it again and again and again. Maybe not even in all situations in your life, but in specific ones, like money. We hope that the information we have given has been clear.
Very easy to understand.
But if there is any further question, we're more than happy to answer. Or if you like more examples or ways how to do it.
Sure, yeah, happy to do that. It's very clear and very practical.
Which in reality, it goes back, but rather is the same concept.
Yes. Yes.
In different ways.
Yes. It's very practical. Thank you very much. Wonderful answer once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity and for their question. We are more than happy for that. You are infinite creators. You're powerful beings that transcend this reality. And at the same time, love your reality. Love your body. Love your creations because it is all you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll end the session there.
We are the Galactic Federation of Love and Light. Thank you for this opportunity. We leave you now. We talk another time.
Yes, talk soon.
Of your time.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for coming.
We love you all so much. Hmm.